What's on your nerves today, Jackpot? What's got you pissed off?
Well, there's a new scare term in the news: pedophile clusters. So this
Isn't that a fucking peanut chew that you like to pick up for yourself? Jackpot! He's 6, Jackpot!
This is where it's pedophiles who have been released from prison, and since they can't legally live inside a lot of the city limits in different communities, there's nowhere for them to go, they end up being all together on the outskirts of town and living in one community.
There's a kid toucher on the edge of town.
Where you get more than 100 pedophiles in a single zip code. So I'm thinking, well, first of all, isn't that better that they're all together and you can keep an eye on them if that's what the law enforcement agencies are going to do? But if it's so bad that they can't be left in, they can't be able to live in a city, why are they out of prison then? I mean, shouldn't they just go ahead and make kid touching a life sentence if this person is someone that really needs to be kept track of for the rest of his life?
Well, we've talked about this a lot. You would be better off, rather than fucking touching a kid, to break his hip with a fucking shovel. Because America is so freaked out by any sexuality that not only do we make a major thing about it, but we also put this fucking blanket over the victim for the rest of their life as well. And remember, a lot of these people that are put down as pedophiles, they've been with 17-year-old girls when they were, 22. It's not exactly the same as Aqualung sitting outside of a fucking school waiting for the kids to come. And it's not a huge fucking surprise that when people go into prison, they make friendships with other people and then hook up with them after the fact. There's a lot of fucking studies that say that the way that we have our prison system of putting prisoners together is just a kind of a prison factory. That a young kid will go in there and by the time he gets out, he learns 40 other fucking, crimes, 40 other ways to fucking pull things off. But you even reading this article, Fez, it's just media hysteria.
Well, that's what I mean. I had never heard the term pedophile cluster before.
And now you come running back and using it on your show as quick as you possibly can and calling for a life sentence. What would the life sentence be?
It would be life in prison.
For what? For what?
For sexually abusing a child.
And what constitutes the abuse?
I would say the under age of consent. If it was, not under the age of consent. Yeah.
Under the age of consent. So the scenario that I brought up, 22-year-old guy dating a 17-year-old girl. Then they think they love each other. He goes to prison for the rest of his life. Goodbye. You should have waited until after prom.
That's tough.
Everybody's been to a fucking prom with a girl who shows up with a Marine. You know what I mean? Like, every fucking prom has that picture. What? She's dating that fucking guy? They all get... These are the people that also get fucking put in as pedophiles.
Then they need to find some way to distinguish it.
Yeah. We need to spend all of our time trying to figure out this stuff.
So that it's the ones that are going to go after kids again that end up getting the life sentence.
You know who's going to go after kids?
Who's that?
Their uncles. If anyone should fucking be put in prison, it's uncles.
I'm an uncle. I don't touch.
I find that hard to fucking believe, Hitler stash. You look like a fucking pedophile. You look at pedophiles on fucking in the paper when they draw that thing up, and I go like this. Put my picture next to it. It looks like a brand new promo for the show. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Let's go over here to Steve. Steve, you're on the Ron Fez show.
Hey, guys. Yeah. Listen, I live in Mastic, unfortunately.
It's a nice town. I know the O&A pick on it, but it's a good town, believe it or not. But because social services can't find a place to put these sex offenders when they leave prison, they put them in sober homes, and they leave them unattended. They're not watched, and they put these clusters of these people in there. The town of Brookhaven, which is part of Mastic, has a lawsuit going that they can't oversaturate a population, an area.
But let's talk about the same thing. They do the same thing for people who did assaults. No one ever seems to be freaked out that maybe someone's living in your neighborhood who has shot or stabbed people before. As if that's not anything to keep an eye on.
It's only pedophiles that get the scarlet letter.
Yeah. It's literally what it is the fucking scarlet letter. David, in Michigan, you're on Fez.
Hi, buddies.
Yeah, what can we do for you?
Yeah, so lady teacher and a young 16-year-old stud, lifetime in prison. Jackpot!
Yeah, it happens all the time.
If it seems like it would be cheaper to actually keep them in prison than to have people watching them constantly.
Does that make it correct that we just start and put people in fucking prison? Why don't we? Most fucking crimes are committed in lower income places. Why don't we just put a fucking wall up around them?
Like that show on CBS.
That show is nuts.
That show is perfect, except for everyone should be black in Fez's book. Here is Spark. Sparky, you're on Fez.
Yeah, hey, my wife's cousin, 18 years old, knocked up a 17-year-old. So now he can't even be around his own kid because he's a registered sex offender.
Yeah, these are a very big part of what fucking, goes into that. And I'm not saying that there's not fucking kid touchers out there. I'm saying they play this stuff on the news to freak people out. It's the same exact thing of the kid kidnapping.
Yeah.
Kid kidnapping comes up fucking constantly on the news. And then you find out, it was the kid's dad, and the two parents are having divorce problems.
I mean, is the only crime where you watch the rest of your life? I mean, even murderers, after they get out, isn't there a certain, a 5-year probation or parole?
You have an interest, why don't you look into it? Well, you can come on to the show and give us the information. Here's Rich, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys, want to let y'all know in Georgia, if you're a pedophile, just get you a teaching degree because they're trying to pass a law that states as long as you have consensual sex with a 15-year-old and you're a school teacher, that it's not a criminal offense.
What state is this?
Georgia.
Yeah, of course. First of all, who else would want to fucking teach third graders but a pedophile? What kind of man could sit there and a bunch of fucking kids ask them questions about Christopher Columbus? You would not be able to do it.
I always figured it was a guy that really had bad math skills, and that was about as far as he could go, long division.
I think of it as a guy who has such a little dick that he only feels comfortable pulling it out in front of children. I cannot understand. I don't even want to talk to little kids if they have my same last name. I can't imagine sitting there telling other children to line up. We're about to go out to recess. You'd have to be out of your fucking mind.
We didn't have a male teacher until 7th grade. In all of my schooling, I did not have a male teacher until 7th grade.
I had one in 6th grade, and then he would, hold us after school, but just the guys, and go like this. Why are you gonna fuck with me? And we thought he was so cool. Seriously, man, why you gotta bust my balls?
6th grade.
And I go to you guys, and we're like, yeah, this is really great. I know you want to get out of here and catch a smoke, but seriously, stop fucking with me. And we're like, he's so cool. He really sees us for who we are.
Yeah, my 7th grade teacher, Mr. K, he took us out in the on the lawn
and blew you.
Just because he had seen Dead Poets Society 2 weeks earlier.
Sure, that'll work for everybody.
He ripped him off.
Hey, I want you kids to stand on your desk. Get up there.
He was doing the same shit.
Get up on your fucking desk.
And call me Captain, my captain.
Here's Kurt. Kurt, you're on Fuzz.
Good afternoon, Ronnie. Good afternoon, Grandma. How are you guys doing today?
What can we do for you?
All right, here's my question. Why is it that only sex offenders are vilified? I had a friend who took some pictures of an underage girl. She was 15 at the time, and he ended up going away for 10 years. And another guy I knew who was a crackhead came home in the middle of the night after a binge and shook his son to death and killed him, and he only ended up doing 8 years.
But luckily, he didn't blow his son, or he would have gotten 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, why is it that only sex offenders are vilified? I mean, I'd be more concerned about a drunk driver or a drug dealer.
Because we have such a horror about anything with the word sex in it in this fucking country. We're fucking petrified. Charlie, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, buddies. I'm a social worker in New Jersey, and I have to go and check on a lot of these people that are out of jail and apparently, supposedly being rehabilitated. And part of the problem is a lot of these guys can't be rehabilitated. They'll come right out and tell me that they just can't help themselves. It's something that's inside of them. It's almost like a drug addict.
Guess what? If you're a drug addict, you have to help yourself. If you're if you get a fucking mad urge to do something, you've got to fucking help yourself. You got to stop yourself. Period.
It seems weird that, like, the guy who mentioned the shaken baby. Now, that guy seems like he could get off on a mental disorder. Like, he went crazy and shook his baby to death. You see that with, like, Andrea Yates and that sort of thing. But the pedophile, who seems absolutely nuts, automatically goes to jail. It doesn't seem like a mental illness. Or at least it doesn't seem like it's treated like one.
Do you think of it as a mental illness?
It seems like a complete sickness.
That's how I see gay. I think I'm serious, other than one man, one woman, happily ever after, there's something wrong with those people. I think it should jackpot. I think just like Jesus, one man with one woman, Mary Magdalene.
What? Huh?
Child out of wedlock. That
What the
baby
fuck?
ends up in a Tom Hanks movie somehow.
Pretty.
I'll go run the room. Hicks, anything different between a gay person and a pedophile?
Nothing at all.
Okay.
Same person.
Dave?
No, when I have a pedophile brother, a gay brother, Ron.
Same thing.
Yeah, sorry.
It's
Sorry
the same
about that.
thing.
Yeah,
Your
same
brother's
thing.
gay?
Same thing. Gay. Not pedophile. But
So what does he got? Pictures of little boys all over his
I
fucking
think
apartment?
so.
What's the difference, Fez?
A pedophile breaks the law. A pedophile goes
So,
after children.
It used to be the law for two men to fucking be together. Not that long ago.
Yeah, but this is consenting adults when it's gay.
So as long as it's consenting adults, it's okay.
I would think so.
So if two adults want to sit down and shoot heroin, that's fine.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it, but
Oh my God. You know what? Let's just fucking knock down the walls of fucking society. Fez Watley's running this place.
but it involves a little kid.
What
That's
about this?
totally different.
How about this? How about two fucking guys?
Uh-huh.
They want to fucking put sharp sticks up to each other's asses.
Right?
That's good?
If that's what they want to do,
And they're gutting each other.
well, you can't kill another person
Why not? Two consenting adults. Where do you draw the line?
where it takes a life.
I say when another man gets an erection in front of another man. Let me put it this way. Would you rather a guy, I don't know his text, shot you in the head or banged you in the ass?
Kill me. Shoot me in the face.
People have spoken, Fez.
One person has spoken.
But he's fucking seriously.
The Newfoundland Ritz has.
He speaks for the people.
Every man.
He is an everyman.
Dicks in the ass are disgusting. I mean,
It is.
pinkies,
Well, here's the thing. This is why I thought that fucking homosexual sex was impossible. You got one guy, right, mounting another guy. How is that guy in the back supposed to get hard? Wouldn't that be impossible? The second you found out you were in a man's ass, wouldn't you go limp?
No, that's
You'd
what
be
he's
screaming.
attracted to.
Oh.
What? That's what turns him on.
Now, wouldn't the guy on the bottom throw up all over his back from the guy on top being so grossed out?
The guy on top's not going to get grossed out.
But he's fucking a man.
Yes, that's what he wants to do.
And the ass.
Yes. in the other man's ass.
Dirty, too.
That is filthy. It's monkey sex.
Yeah.
If I was gay, I'd keep it a secret. I'd be so ashamed, I'd keep it a filthy secret. And I'd go see a shrink and cry about it. And I'd pray for Jesus to change me. And then when he didn't, I would turn my back on him and blame him.
Well,
And then
everyone.
later, I'd have a Hitler mustache and start saying mean things about Dave's wife and make her get a job.
Would you dance
Everyone
by
goes
horses?
a different path.
Well, that's the only path. It's the only path I've heard of. And then I'd watch wrestling while I slowly jerked off.
Oh. Is that really what's happening?
Yeah. That's exactly why this show's in the condition it is. Why would you even bring up this topic knowing you're wearing that shirt? Seriously.
Because it was like I was waiting to see.
You realize I'm right here, right?
Yes.
Stop screaming.
Oh.
I'm right here. If you see me walk down the hall, then use that voice.
No, it was
Seriously.
I saw.
Oh, that's too soft.
All right.
Can't hear anything.
I wanted to see how quickly that this term pedophile cluster catches on.
Well, Fez lives in a pedophile cluster. Steal his checks.
Don't tell people to steal my checks.
I just know
They already
this.
do it.
I just know this happened because you went to some sick fucking website. I know it. I hope that comes out. And they hope they put you in a cluster.
Why would it come out?
In the court case.
It's kind of a nice phrase, though. It makes me think of like a group of pedophiles in space. Like
Pedophile
a pedophile cluster. Yeah, like they're all in space. Just
Makes me think of a peanut cluster, but penis cluster.
Okay, I could see that, too.
Penis cluster is, by the way, the name of Fez's fucking fantasy football league.
Actually, I haven't figured out how to work all the details of it, so I'm still stuck at Team Watley.
Well, that's because you got to wipe your fucking cum off the keyboard. Team Watley, isn't that the fucking name of your gang against Dave?
Mine's Watley Posse, I think.
Oh, I thought you were calling yourself Team Watley or Team Fez.
I thought so, too.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Team Fez.
Oh, you had a big blind date last night.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I believe you.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of believing you.
I was supposed to, and it got canceled at the last minute.
See your picture?
No, I don't think that's what happened. We were supposed to go out, so it got canceled.
What happened?
From what I understand, it was going to be like this small group thing, so it wasn't going to be me and one-on-one
chain?
with someone I didn't know.
Disgusting date. What was it, 3-on-1?
And then what happened was the group event got canceled.
Well, why couldn't you go out with the other sick bastard?
Well,
Just you and that person.
apparently no one was going to go then after this. So it was supposed to be 4 of us all together.
Oh.
One person
Hold
canceled,
on,
so
I'm
the
so
other
grossed
2
out.
did. So I was left out. So, again, disappointment.
And you had already rented the Scream mask.
I was not going to attack anyone that I didn't already know.
So you just had no luck with this.
Oh, absolutely none.
You realize you told me the secret in October.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think about that constantly.
Now it's September.
Yeah. The year anniversary's coming up.
Me, you, and Mooch ought to go out again. This all came from, we went out to dinner with Mooch, and I guess Fez got turned on.
Oh, my God.
And I thought this would have been easy enough for you.
I would have thought it would have been easier.
You waited till you're a little too long in the tooth.
That's what I'm worried about. And there's no going back now.
No.
Male escort. I mean, woman escort. I meant.
Twinks.
You did do that one thing where you held Sheepy's hand. That got somewhere, right?
Yeah, but that was just a plot by Sheepy. That was just Sheepy tricking me.
What was the trick?
Oh, Sheepy was telling me all that, was confessing all this stuff to me, so I would confess things to him, so he could get information out of me. And then apparently everything he told me was absolutely false. Just one big sheep lie, Ron.
Jackpot. Mike in Indiana.
Hey, if this, you there, guys?
Yeah, we're here. Where are we going to go?
Okay. If this, well, it sounded like it. Anyway, if this small group the president's talking about would have happened, would that have been a pedophile cluster?
Yeah, I'm really sorry for you, Fez. Your pedophile cluster got canceled last night.
I was not meeting with a cluster. It was not a cluster meeting.
Where was it? Where are we planning to meet? Chelsea?
No, it was on the east side. I'm not sure where the place was.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure I tell my local precinct. They're moving up east.
So we were just
Lower East Side?
No, upper.
Disgusting. I'll have to tell Tom Wolfe.
So we were going to meet at a bar there. And that didn't happen. All canceled.
And you never even met these people before?
No, I mean I knew the one person that had set it up. But that was it.
Would you say, meet me, I'll be the one with my pants down and the scream mask on?
The scream mask would have actually covered the Hitler mustache. I don't know which would have been more unnerving to walk in with.
Just go like, you'll recognize me. I have the Hitler mustache and vitiligo. Oh, by the way.
That would have been crazy if there had been more than one.
Did I ever tell you this? Do you know that you're on a celebrity vitiligo site?
I don't think you told me this.
Yeah, I saw it like 6 months ago. And it was something...
Did we talk? No, I don't know. I don't
I don't
so.
think that we did. But somebody sent it to me a long time ago. And I was so proud of you for just, being called a celebrity. I knew you wouldn't be so crazy about the vitiligo part.
No, that's the first part's a lot of fun. Why can't you just leave it at that? Here's a website dedicated to celebrities.
With vitiligo.
Just put that in small print down at the bottom of the page.
I don't even know how you spell it.
Whatley.
Didn't,
You know me.
No, not really. Not anymore. I don't know if
Hitler.
I'll ever fucking find it again.
I kind of like the fact that it's hard to find.
I can't believe that it... But it's like even a...
I think I found it. All of my computer's buffering. Go to vitiligoguide.com.
Vitiligo
Yeah,
God?
here it is. I got it. This is it. This is definitely it, right?
Yeah. All right, let's get it up here. Vitiligo
Guide.
Oh, guide.
Guide.com.
And congratulations on this, Fez. And by the way, you have been up there for quite some time. So here it is, Fez Whatley. And I have no
It doesn't even look like they mentioned vitiligo at all. Where is it? Where does the word vitiligo come in?
This looks like the
They're
Wikipedia.
just tying me in.
That looks like the Wikipedia page I created for Fez.
Let's not even put that out there. And you're under a thing that says reclaim your skin color.
Topical.
Wow, this is way too...
I didn't know there was a remedy for this.
Yeah, you gotta start brush your teeth.
I do that. I brush my skin from the inside.
It's way too much stuff.
Well, isn't it detailed? It's very detailed. I think they have some dates wrong.
Whatley's vitiligo. Whatley and vitiligo. Whatley suffered a minor heart attack on November 9th, 2009.
All right, that didn't cause my vitiligo. Why is this a tribute to my medical condition?
His doctor diagnosed him with diabetes and vitiligo. He has vitiligo on his face.
What 9-year-old wrote this? I'm going to do a report on vitiligo.
All right, it also says...
He's got it on his face.
Yeah.
Now, when I had the heart attack, I was not diagnosed with vitiligo at that point. It's not like, and we have more bad news. You have vitiligo.
See if you can see what other celebrities have vitiligo.
Yeah, I'd like to know. And how detailed their bio is.
I don't like them bringing up your other name.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of the stuff they have in there.
Your Czech name. So, see if you can get the other list of vitiligo sufferers. And what is it? 'Cause normally only black people get this, right? I see it on a lot of black people.
Yeah, well, I think it's more noticeable on black people.
No, it's noticeable on you.
I mean, my dad has it on his hands.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just a loss of the pigment.
It
It just goes away.
They say it's from urine, like if you piss on your hands a lot or if you let other guys piss on your face.
I don't remember that scientific study coming out.
It looks like you got a little...
You think it would be included in this great website.
Looks like you got a little heart attack anniversary coming up, too.
Oh, yeah. One more of those. That'd be 4 years.
You're also listed as a fucking sex offender.
What?
Which you should contact them.
Oh, I'm not emailing them. That's what they want you to do, Ron.
Well, it's not a mail, unless you got it really early.
So I guess I'm the only one on this site. I'm the only celebrity with vitiligo.
You're their spokesmodel. You're their fucking Jerry Lewis.
Or at least the only one they've researched thoroughly.
Now, does it come from inside or outside?
I think it comes from outside.
Michael Jackson.
That's good. He was this big star.
Big Chris Calico and Fez.
That's it? I'm the only one living?
Well, everyone else washes.
I bathe.
All right, you have a stroke risk.
Vitiligo causes a stroke risk?
Yeah. And you're more likely to get hemorrhoids, toenail fungus, need hair extensions.
True.
Wow.
I had no idea this thing was so catastrophic.
Well, if toenail fungus is catastrophic, yes.
Well, you add it all up. Have a
So
stroke.
if it wasn't for Michael Jackson, you'd be the biggest.
Can I move up now that he's gone?
They say even though he's dead, he still looks better. All right, Michael Jackson, Thomas Lennon, Big Chris Caligio again.
Not familiar with the work of most of these people.
Hedvig Lindell has it. Rashid Wallace. Nice.
Oh, that's what's on his head?
Yeah. Rigo Tovar. Holly Marie Combs. Doc Hammer.
Not anyone with a really... I think
Fez
the cause...
Watley. And then J.D. Cisco has it.
I think...
Are you the only white person with this?
Yeah.
J.D. Runnels with the Bengals. You ought to think about getting an all vitiligo team in your fantasy league. Half the audience woke up. John Hanson. Oh, that's the thing on his hair.
Oh, those white spots, yeah, on his head. Yep.
Oh, congratulations, Fez.
Nice.
You're doing very well.
In the vitiligo world.
You know Bryan Danielson? He's an independent professional wrestler. He says he wants to kill you.
Why?
Tempest Bledsoe.
Oh, yeah, from The Cosby Show.
Well, I wonder why they have you listed as a TV star.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
I guess because you have a TV. You're one of the few people with vitiligo. They also, and I don't even think this is true, says that you have male and female genitals.
Well, that's not true, Ron.
But
you don't have to wonder if it's true. I can let you know.
But the male genitals aren't your own.
Now, mine happened after a very bad burn. It was a sunburn, but I passed out in the sun and was out there for hours until my face fried. Actually, just half of it, because I kind of fell one direction.
It just says
This is supposed to be a medical site, Ron.
Yeah, but the last line is, the symptom of this disease is present on his face. They give out the year you graduated from Pinellas Park?
Yeah, I think a lot of those dates are a little off. Makes no sense. Can you get out of the Vitiligo Club?
I didn't know anybody in it.
Can you send a cease and desist to vitiligoguide.com?
I guess you and Big Chris are the ones that have to try to see if you can.
Yeah.
Brett, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies? Just wanted to let you know Big Chris Calico is actually a rapper. He's relatively unknown. You
Like
do
Fez.
know Tech Nine. Tech Nine's actually who he's part of the band of. Yeah,
Oh, Tech Nine.
yeah, he's kind of a setback, fat black guy. So
he's calico because of the vitiligo.
So you might be the only white guy with vitiligo. At least it doesn't have it on the top of his head, just making a little piece of hair.
Right.
Did they also use his homeless picture? That homeless picture follows you everywhere.
Well, that would make sense. Why not add to the humiliation as best you can?
You were on CNN with that and the Drudge Report.
Everywhere. Getting sprayed in the eyes with cologne by a homeless person. That person they should have kept the camera on was the guy doing the crime.
Is that Big Chris? Ugh. Look at Rashid Wallace has it on his head.
Right there. I always wonder. I always thought that
I
was
thought
just,
a bird shit on him.
Yeah, I thought it was like dried candle wax.
It actually looks like a dent. Like it's three-dimensional. Like it's a hole in his head.
Have you tried to wash yours off?
Yes! I have tried everything with mine.
Did you ever cry over it?
Oh, yeah.
I remember when you used to wear the makeup. Now you don't care anymore.
Yeah, now I've given that up. The makeup, it was really thick stuff that was recommended to cover it up. I guess it had to be like a thick base.
Mm-hmm.
And I would try to trick myself into thinking, well, that looks good. I've got it covered up. But it had to look awful.
Yeah, it did. And I remember we went to that Redskins game, and Don and Mike laughed at you about it later.
Yeah, well, they wondered why I was wearing heavy makeup.
They just thought that you were trying to be a woman. And then Fez was like, why does this have to happen to me? And I go, don't give a shit. Just say that you have vitiligo. So what?
Well, the problem was that I couldn't, if I tried to just cover up the blotches, the patches of vitiligo with the makeup, it just didn't work. It didn't look right together. So I would try to just do the whole face lightly, and then, just horrible. Gomez Adams.
Yeah.
Looked like the Undertaker's manager, Paul Bearer.
I think it was more like Uncle Festus than Gomez. All right, we're going to break here, vitiligo. Hey, it's Ron and Fez. We're done.
Hey!
Opie and Anthony are up next on the Virus XM202, Sirius 197.
Prepare to be amazed.